Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back again to another video. My name is Javi. If it's your first time here, welcome. Namaste. And I hope, as always, that you guys are always having a beautiful day with nothing but love inside of you and all around you outside in the world, within your family, within your friends, coworkers, neighbors. Just nothing but love in your life, in every aspect of you being here alive. In this video, we're gonna dive straight to it, raw style, just how we like to hear it, just straight to the point, with what is going on with this awakening. And it's such a good time to be alive, such an amazing time to be alive, to be able to discover who you are, to be able to not just discover, but to actually become one with your true self, to get to know the universe and nature, not just in your head and not just intellectually, but to actually have the experience of all of this, to understand it all and be in direct experience of it all. It's such a beautiful time to be alive and to be awakening to all the magic, all the manifestation of powers that you have. All Everything is here at your disposal. It's always been here. We've just been grown as kids to think otherwise. We've been programmed and trained to see life through a very limited scope, and because of that, we've lived confused. We've lived with the lack of understanding of who we are, where we come from, where we're going, and the list goes on. But the truth is that you are infinite. Your spirit, your energy, your conscience, your soul, whatever you want to call it, just the presence that observes life as life is always here. And the simple fact that you are here experiencing it, you are a part of it. You are an observer of it. You are a collective co-creator of it. Therefore, you inherit all of these magical, you know, things that you can play with. And it's just so beautiful once you are able to clear all the old programming and all the old habits and conditionings, and then you work on yourself to the point where you have the fortitude, you have the resilience to be yourself and to stay strong as your true self, with integrity, with great heart and courage, even if people around you are still playing the roles and still whatever, having their energy and attention in that ego personal self, and even as they're competing with you, even as they're whatever, you are such an amazing being to be able to wake up to yourself as your true self and have the courage to walk in this world humbly, because you know that you're not in competition with no one. We are all the same, even though they might not know that yet. And even though they might not look at you the same, even though that people might still be wanting to take advantage of you, even though people might still be wanting to get a one up on you. And the list goes on and on with this duality of this experience of this world. But for you to be able to step out of that and to be able to willfully allow your heart to be present and express your true self out into the world, that, my friends, is magic. That, my friends, is power. That, my friends, it is the ultimate, most great, satisfying, peaceful, just so much power is there. So much power is there when someone can hate you, even though, you know, there might not be a reason, and for you to not be affected by it. For you to be like, it is what it is. I forgive you. I love you. And I understand why you actually hate me. Because you probably don't know yourself. You don't know that I'm you. You don't know that we're all just fractions of our oneness, experiencing it through different bodies. And it's okay. It's okay. That's what Jesus see. That's what Jesus took the cross. That's the symbolism of him taking the cross, of him putting his ego aside to forgive, to be able to turn the other cheek and literally just love unconditionally, because he knew that it wasn't people's faults. They don't know any better. People don't know what they don't know. And because they don't know what they don't know, they're suffering, they're distracted, the list goes on. And that's what I'm saying. It is beautiful for you to have gone through all that mud, gone through all that confusion, and to come to this space of clarity, come to this space of empowerment, and where it's just like, poof, your mind just evaporates and your soul awakens, and you can just like, oh my God, it's just so amazing. It's just so beautiful. And it is happening. That's the whole point of this experience, for us to go into this duality space, to forget who we are. And most of us forget who we are, and that's why, there's all these like suffering and all these things. But once you do the work of remembering and awakening, it is so sweet. It is such a sweet blessing, and it's so amazing. And I'm here cheering all of you guys on. I'm here to support all of you guys. I want nothing but the best for each and every one of you guys, so that we can all finally create this heaven on earth that is actually already here. We don't need to create it. We just need to align to it and let our hearts kind of flow into it, and things will happen on their own. We are not separate from nature. We are nature. Nature is us. Once we align to it, we will gravitate to the solutions. We will gravitate to where we need to be, what time we need to be, and what to say intuitively. You don't have to try to strategize your life. You don't have to try to always have control of every aspect of your life. And yet it is so funny that we do that. But I understand why we do it. I used to do it. And, it is, because we don't know the uncertainties of life. So we want to try to strategize so that way we have least failures and we have least holes in our lives. But the truth is, when we do it from our minds, from our, ego, from our personal self, and when we don't do it truly from our heart, we always gonna have, holes in our system that we create. So I'm so excited for this heaven on earth. It's happening. It's here. It's always been here. And we're just awakening to it. So drop your comments. I've noticed that most of you people that watch are not subscribed. Subscribe. I want to build this community. I want to build this, collective consciousness, so we can always have the symbiotic relationship. And I know I'm not consistent with replying with, comments and whatnot. It's just like, I actually have a job. I have two full-time jobs out in the world, serving people, doing the stuff, and these videos are just extras for me. These are ways to just get out into the more people out in the world. This one and all the other, videos that I make on other social medias and whatnot. So, let's engage, let's connect, let's expand. And, if you're resonating with this, share this, or start your own channel, whatever, whatever your heart, that's the point. Whatever your heart calls you to do, do it. I support you. I love you. Namaste as always. Peace always be with you. Amitabha Om.